Here on the eastern shores of Penang Island lies a curious little temple dedicated to Cheng Ho, an explorer and admiral known for sailing large expeditions from China to as far as East Africa in order to establish trade routes, map the coastline using charts like this, and most importantly, solidify the presence of Chinese merchants overseas. This was in the early 1400s, and unlike these boats, his fleets were huge, with dozens of treasure ships reputedly over 100 meters long, and nearly 200 support ships to accommodate the expedition crew of over 25,000 people. You could say that their main sponsor, the Ming Empire, seemed quite intent on international trade. Now, that could be an exaggeration by the historians, but what is for certain is that Cheng Ho was born a Muslim in Yunnan province, and through war ended up being a eunuch in the emperor's court, where he got his nickname Sin Bao, or Sam Poh, depending on your dialect, which literally means 3 jewels. Interestingly, Sin Bao, the man missing his jewels, was known for making 7 great expeditions, the same number of voyages the man of Persian tales Sinbad was known for. Coincidence? Well, whatever really happened 600 years ago, there's no doubt that the man was a legend in his day, claiming fame through his efforts in war even before the expeditions. He was known to be a big guy over 7 feet tall, but often said to be even taller, which brings us to the highlight of this little temple, this thing here, Sam Poh's massive footprint embedded on the bedrock. As you can see, it's a big one. But regardless of what exactly this footprint is, or who Sin Bao was, or what he did, it's a good place to talk about feet, because they play a huge role in Tai Chi, and it begins with tuning into how your weight is distributed in your feet. So, pick a spot to practice. If you are quite new to this, do this on an even surface to get a feel for it. Later you can choose a more uneven surface. Hands on your belly or to your sides, and just walk. When you step forward, don't shift your weight to the front leg until it is fully touching the ground. Just walking, feeling the bottom of your feet, observing where the pressure is, and how it shifts according to your body movement, or changes in the surface that you're walking on. Now tune into 3 points that run along the central axis of the bottom of the foot, the middle, the front, and the back of the foot. And be aware of when your body weight shifts between these 3 points as you walk. Try to keep the pressure running along the central axis on one of the 3 points. This is your axis of maximum balance and control of your body. The feet are so vital when it comes to alignments, as small misalignments in your feet can travel up to the knees, hips and spine. So being aware of what's happening in your feet is super important and can actually teach you a lot about your body. Later on in Tai Chi and Qigong, we talk about the 9 points of the foot and how manipulating them affects the flow of energy in the yin and yang meridians and energy channels. But the 3 points give you plenty to play with. You can tune into the stability, the balance, any tension that might be popping up in your foot, and how it affects the rest of your body. Your feet, the complex set of bones, ligaments, muscles, and tendons, support your whole body weight throughout your whole life, yet they are often neglected and even taken for granted. Through this simple practice, you can tune into them so that you have better control and awareness of your whole body. So, when you're okay doing this in walking, you can also focus on your feet whilst doing the form. Become good at this, and it will improve your Tai Chi practice for sure. A little gem, or 3, for you to explore.